What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also asked me to put it up, so I put it up. Thanks everybody for support. This video is entitled Approach Love Like an Adult. Shout out to Q, Mr. Research. He had been doing commentary on the Ready for Love show. And I've been enjoying them. And I started thinking about this, like, being a bachelor. Even when I was talking to my family about this, I've never been a person who was afraid of commitment. So there have been exes that I've been really committed to, but they weren't necessarily ready for love. And there were times where I wasn't. But the one thing I know for a fact, and I've learned over the years, is you got to approach love like an adult. And what I mean by that is this. It's a lot of rhetoric, a lot of game being out there, but a lot of people can't implement the game because you're not an adult. You're a child. Because it's game to you. It's got to be game to you because we got to tell you things like a child would so you can understand it. But here's the problem. Love is an action. So you got to approach it like an adult. The people are getting older and they're acting like, if I love somebody, it's a feeling. You know it's not a feeling because when you was a child, it was more than a feeling. When you were a child, you expressed your love to, if you had a crush on somebody in school, you would hug them, you would kiss them. Some people, you punch the person that you like, you'd be aggravating to them. You always wanted to be around them. The money was not involved. We were kids. In our families, we did things for the people we loved. We showed our appreciation and love and respect for people we love. Whether it was just going in the living room and sitting by them and leaning on them, eating popcorn, or cracking jokes, or just wanting to be in their presence. That was part of being loved, right? Or expressing it, But the older we got, and we got away from that ideology that I got to do something, and when we started having sex, it's, well, I'm having sex with you. That's an expression of love, so I don't got to do nothing else. No, approach love like an adult. Because you can have sex with somebody and y'all can make a child together. I bet you both of you are not gonna love that child in a sexual way. But so you should be able to, the same love you can give that child that's non-sexual, you should be able to give each other. That's non-sexual. And even not necessarily materialistic. But see, that becomes a problem. This idea that, the gender roles, I don't have a problem with. But what I do have a problem with is love. As a man, you need to love men like an adult, ladies. See, I ain't going to do nothing for him because he a man. Nothing. See, because it goes beyond you're not going to cook for this guy. You're not going to buy this guy anything because he's a man. You're not going to cook for this guy because he's a man. You're not going to show you're interested in this guy because he's a man. As a man, as the leader, as the provider, as the protector, he should do everything. So what you saying with your words and your actions is, I want him to love me all the time. And I'm not going to take no time to love him. That's not loving like an adult. It's not. Think about all the things he did. If the men in your life, and some of y'all don't have a resume for loving men. And it's not that you're single because necessarily you're a man hater or a man basher or you're unattractive. Sometimes it's you don't love a man like an adult, like a woman should. Because you don't feel like you have to. You never were told you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to put in an effort. If he's your provider and he's your protector, you're going to have to provide him some love and support. He protects your body, you protect his heart. He provides for your lifestyle. You make his lifestyle peaceful. It's a give and take. But a lot of what's going on is, you want this guy to be whole even though he has issues and baggage, and you bring your issues and baggage, and he fills you up. And when he fills you up, you get addicted to it. Do more for me. Make me feel more special. Make me feel more sexy. Make me feel more of a woman. Make me feel more important. To the point where you're just sucking all the love out of these guys. And when they ask you, but you don't give anything back. As a matter of fact, what you wind up doing is, when he slows down and stops, you get mad at him. You don't love me like you used to. But the question is, have you ever loved him like you were supposed to? I did this. I like you. If you with somebody and you tell yourself and your friends and your family that you love this person, but when you with him, your actions don't say that, it ain't real. You never did love him. And if you think that's actually love by doing something silly and goofy, that puts really no skin in the game, then you're a child. As a matter of fact, you're below a child. You're an infant. Because an infant wants and receives and is happy when they're satisfied. Actually, a child, understands the give and take. A child understands the give and take. Because an infant cries. I'm hungry. I'm going to cry. I'm thirsty. I'm going to cry. I need to be changed. I'm going to cry. And when you figure out what's wrong with me, I'm done crying. A child will express themselves. Why don't you do this with me? You do that with them. Why you don't do it to me? You treat them like that. Why you don't treat me like this? See, a child can express that. But what I'm saying, love like an adult is when people express that, you look at them like a child. Because see, from a child to an adult, you start to express your feelings. But when people express themselves, you soft, you weak. Why? That's not real. While you're being an infant with them. You didn't give me what I wanted. And you don't love me because you don't give me. Here you go. Thank you. I'm so happy now. I remember talking to this young lady. And I might have said this before. She was telling me, she didn't, she was a man hater to a degree. And she was like, I have been with this guy for 10 years, but not 10 years, 2 years, but he really, it's just not really much. And I asked her, I said, well, how did he do stuff for you? She was like, yeah. And I said, so what did you do for him? So I bought him cologne once. And I told her then, I said, so he was with you for 2 years. He did a bunch of stuff to show you he loved you. And the only thing you can think of is you bought him cologne once in 2 years. But he's the problem. But see, she met a guy, unfortunately, who fits the thug motto. She went through hell and high water with this guy. She was willing to put it all on the line. She was so affectionate, so loving. I'm taking selfies. I'm fighting with your baby mama. I'm down for you even though you're going to jail. And I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you that. You meet the family. I'm going to introduce my sister to your brother. We're gonna all hook up and be together. I'm like, well, this wound up happening over time. Because after that, I really didn't date her no more, but we spoke from time to time. But that became the issue. Thinking that you don't love like an adult when you look at somebody and I'm going to drop this person in my life and they're going to fit this right here and that's it. I'm not even worrying about them as a person or their humanity, them as a human being. You're going to come in my life, you're going to fit this role right here. That's going to make me happy. And I'm going to love the fact that you are going to make me happy. Like the ladies talk about, I don't want to be a servant or a slave. And so they're apprehensive about these relationships with men. But y'all don't realize that's what y'all want the men to be in y'all lives. Come into my life, provide and protect for me, and that's your role. And if you're not doing this for me, then you're not a good man. But I don't have to do nothing in return for you. As a matter of fact, if you ask something to me, you're not really a real man, because a real man wouldn't ask a woman to do anything, because that's not really love. It's only love that you put your blood, sweat, and tears into the situation. It's not love if I put I'm not supposed to put mine in either. You're supposed to protect me from putting in any effort, since you're a protector. And you're supposed to be a provider and provide me with all the effort that I'm supposed to give too. And I'm looking at it like, this is ridiculous. It's not gonna work. If you want love in your life, you gotta love like an adult. You gotta put some skin in the game. You gotta put some effort in. You're not an infant. But that's just my thoughts. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.